All right, it's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this.
Hey boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chocolate ship-shape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of 8 in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate, contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll dig up a great deal for you.
iPads and rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show.
All right, the fine print's out of the way. It's time to roll with the show. We're back on the other side of the new year. Hopefully everybody's had a safe New Year's. Let's see. Let's get Chuck in, and I'll go work on some other stuff here.
Cool. Hey, Josh.
How goes it? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year. It was quiet. That's good. A little cool. And, man, we got a house full. Randy, how you doing? Steve P. Barb. All kinds of Barks is in there. Oh, he went shopping for bib overalls for Alaska. Huh.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't they do that last year? I guess they don't last real long.
Yeah. And Barb, I'm sorry to hear that. I saw that.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, Barb.
Condolences. Condolences. So, anyway, yeah, it's been kind of quiet. And that's nice. Got a few things.
I know.
I got to think I used to have a lot of things stored in another location before I put the big safe in. So I went to the location. There was stuff I had to put in. I started going through it, and I found a couple magazines. And I went, oh, man. And
yeah, blast from the past.
Yeah, 2001 coin price guide. And I looked at that, and I started comparing prices compared to what we're seeing now back to then.
Whoa.
Let's turn back time a little bit and pre-plan a little better.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we could go back then with what we know now.
Yeah, hindsight.
Yeah, well, what do? You know, coulda, woulda, shoulda. I mean, some of us did some anyway. A lot of us could have done better. And some of us yet hadn't been doing anything at all.
Right.
At that
Jason's
point.
reporting that his package hasn't shown up yet. Ah, crap.
Uh-oh.
Let me know.
See, this is another good reason why when it shows up that we ask that people post up in the group and tag us and all of that, because then we know not to go worrying about whether or not it arrived.
Crap.
It makes it a little easier for us rather than backtracking. It's right there in our face.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, and shipping has been slow because of the holidays and everything. So there is that as well.
Yeah.
Dennis has in the chat that gold was at $4,405, and silver is finally starting to come back up from its knee-jerk reflex from the holiday sales, and it's up 75.79 is where it's at right now on the ounce. And I had looked right before we went live, and I want to say it had came up just a tick from there. Yeah, we're showing 76.80 on silver and 44.2710 on gold. $2,218.20 on platinum.
Yeah, it took a pretty good rebound too, didn't it?
Yes, it did. But right now, silver is still outperforming.
Yep.
So
people
are not afraid to buy, and they're not afraid to sell.
I keep seeing guys posting up the next big jump is copper. So we're holding hope for iron yet, too.
Yeah, God knows we find plenty of that stuff.
Hold or sell?
Grass.
The big question, Digging Buddy. Hold or sell? Now, I took a small portion and sold it, but that was nothing that I had bought. There was trade stuff and trade-in stuff. I'll test the waters out. And I hit it. I got $75. I was happy on the price they paid me.
Yeah, 75 on the ounce.
75 on the ounce, and I had 33 ounces. Alan says hold.
Yeah, it's going to basically, you have to be the judge. It's going to continue to go up. And even for those of us that have sold off some of it, we didn't hurt ourselves. Not at all. I mean, could we have made more?
I've been listening
Maybe.
to a lot of these Silver Stacker and Dragon Stacker and all these others, and listening to, actually, you got some upper echelon investment groups talking more than they ever have positively on silver and gold, and what they're seeing and what they're expecting, and the shortages of silver. And there isn't really a shortage of gold, but there's a high demand of gold that's doing this. And then you've got the geopolitical stuff, like China cutting off large sales outside of China because they need their infrastructure, and then
no longer exporting and cutting off sales to their citizens.
And I don't tell people buy, sell, or otherwise. I'm just middle of the road. What am I going to do? I don't know. I'm just watching what's going on. I sold a little bit, and the gentleman I sold it to, I've known him a long time, his shop, and he did me a good job.
Yeah, you did well.
I got no complaint.
Mm-mm.
He made a point. And most of us sitting here, unless you're going to leave it specifically to grandkids or kids, and they may love it like you do, sell it. That was his. He said, but I wouldn't sell it all, just sell a part of it. And I did, just a little portion. And
right, basically it's a hedge game.
It's a hedge game, but I got enough to buy a new
topper for your truck.
And there was a reason I did that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, basically it's a hedge game, and some of us have sold off some of us have, if we're stacking, we've continued to diversify the stack, so to speak. Things of that nature.
Mm-hmm. But now the goal is going to be, as soon as she thaws, get out and find more.
Right.
That ability. And Barb says she's just sitting on it for a while.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
Right. And then there are the crazy posts. I read one that says that something about the government's going to, something about 500 ounces per individual. And I'm like, where'd that come out of? So,
well, when people start throwing out comments like that, that I don't think I'd worry too much about that at that point. You know, wait and see, because there's a lot of speculation and conjecture that goes on with what we're seeing with the market. And I've heard a number of opinions, and some of them seem to be based in science and fact. Others, you just kind of look at it and shake your head and go, I'm not even sure where. I mean, they're just arbitrarily pulling things out of the sky.
That's right. I was talking with Josh. I was looking here. This is July of 2001. And the sell on some, like a 10th ounce American Eagle. 1/10.
Platinum, gold, silver?
Gold American Eagles.
Okay.
Gold. What do
Okay.
you think that 10th ounce sold for in 1980 or 2001? Excuse me, 2001. Put it. You guys type that in the column. Show me what you thought in July of 01. What a 1/10 ounce gold eagle cost.
24.5 years ago.
Yep. Nobody's typing here.
Maybe they're trying to Google.
Oh, there's one. Randy's got $29 in there. Now this is uncirculated.
I see. Man, they're starting to come through now.
Yeah. Dennis, you're close. Janet, believe it or not, you're high.
Alan Landau, I'm surprised at you. Barb's got 125.
Okay. $38. Old Pilan, you were close. $38 on an unk.
Dennis has got 33.
Yep. You can't touch them now. Some of them are up pushing $400, $420
Or more.
or more for just a 10th ounce. I have several of them with the price tags on them from that era, from $50 to $60. Isn't that crazy?
Blind squirrel detecting, 35.
There you go. Yep. So Barb wants to get a gold coin graded. Is that $1 gold piece, Barb? Interesting. So just different things. I was going through this, just going, oh my Lord. It's crazy.
Yeah, because she said she needs to get her gold coin graded, so that's that $1 that she found at DIV.
Ah. That one you should go out and buy a bezel for it and wear it as a necklace, Barb. That's a nice little coin.
Yep. Hello, Mark.
Yeah, we got a full house tonight. That's cool.
Yeah, ain't it funny how they get kind of fired up if you drop a post and mention a giveaway?
Yep.
Some of them flock like moths to a flame, and then they're never seen again, and others are here all the time, which is what we like to see.
Now, in the old coinage magazine, it is October of 1985. What do you think the magazine cost back then, just for the magazine?
I guarantee you it's cheaper than they are today.
Yeah, God.
$2.75.
Oh, you're bouncing around it.
$4.99, $1.25. Steve P says 75 cents, $2.
Digging Buddy says, "Come on, guys, I got a new job. Hope you like it."
$1, 75 cents, 99 cents.
Here's the metal detector ad. Calico.
$3.95.
No, $1.95. $1.95 US.
$1.75. And that was from Frank Juarez. He was pretty close.
Yep, And at that time, Calico carried White's, Fisher, Garrett, Compass, Daytonas, Gardner, AquaPro, Bounty Hunter, Gold Mountain, and C&G technology detectors.
You know, there's a lot of people in the chat that probably haven't heard of half of those.
Yeah, you're right. I'm having a little trouble remembering the Daytona.
So am I. It sounds vaguely familiar for some reason.
Oh, and Gardner.
But then as I was kind of digging for it, you mentioned what was it?
AquaPro.
Yeah, AquaPro. And for some reason, like a dog with a ball, my mind went the other direction, and I was thinking the AquaPulse. But still, number of them there that a lot of people probably had not heard of before.
Yep, and then there's another ad in here. It says, search for rare coins with a professional. And that's Mr. Blanchard right there.
Helen says he's still got his 6000D from 1978.
I've got a Coin Master 4 from 1972 sitting there.
Somewhere around here, and not because I use it, I'm not even sure that the thing would work anymore. I've got a Garrett Money Hunter.
Wow.
Yeah, them things ran on like 4 9-volt batteries.
And they were heavy.
And they were, I'd probably been about the mid-80s, maybe? For some reason, that's kind of the era that's coming to mind. And they were still green, but ergonomics was not even a term for advertising back then.
Right. Well, here's another one to get you thinking. A $20 Liberty head, Jim BU MS65 full strike, hand-picked coins. Take a guess, folks. For a $20 gold piece Liberty head. Take a wild shot at it. Oh, Terry says he had a Daytona in the 60s. He'd pick up coins at about 2 inches. Cool.
Nice.
Barb found her first silver coin and gold ring with an Ace 350. Barb, it doesn't specify a year on the $20 gold piece. Just says $20 Liberty gold piece, Gem BU MS65 with a full strike, clean hand-picked coins, and they limit 3 per customer at the time.
Barks says 1,500.
A little high, Barks.
Yeah, Randy says 275. He's low.
200. I don't know.
25 is low. 175, 200. They're low.
This is not
8,620.
There you go. Well, according to this, and this was from a company, what's the name of it? Wholesale Specialists, Imperial Coin Company in Lynbrook, New York, $629 each.
And Emery had put in $650 as you were reading that.
About the
So,
closest one. Yeah,
yeah.
it's kind of neat to go back and look at this, and I've seen earlier catalogs, but this isn't that far out of the realm of today. Not that far back, 20, well, it is, I guess. But
24 and a half years. 2020.
You get a 1903 Morgan dollar, full strike, full mint luster, gem BU, $49. Peace dollar, 26 for $37.50.
And those were Jim BUs.
Gem BUs. So
now that won't even get you a call.
That won't even get the door unlocked to get in the coin shop if you want to buy one.
Yeah, they're going $36. We can't even let you look at them.
Goodness gracious, this is kind of fun to tell you guys, show this to you, because it's, yeah, that's a trip way back. Man.
Yes, it is.
Okay, you can buy a 15 coin set. It's called the short set on Mercury Dimes. 15 coins. AUBU, 1941 through 45 PDS. And these are all in the holders in that for $49.95.
Huh. That sounds a little high.
Uncirculated Walk and Liberty halves. AUBU. Single coins were $9.95 for a real nice one. That's what they're saying.
And these are uncirculated.
Yep.
Now that won't even get you a call.
Nope. Nope. It's crazy.
$9.95 won't even get you a beat up silver quarter.
No. So
it barely gets you a war nickel.
Yep. Let's see if I can find that again. But you know, with all the politics flying around, we just saw a socialist mayor get elected out in New York, which he ran into a problem. He went into somebody's restaurant and they booted him out the other day. That was pretty viral online.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
No, couldn't happen, could it? Got to find this article here. Here we go. You know, the United States has been...
Rich Krupmeyer's in the house.
Hey, Richard. The United States has been a republic, but experiments in the past on communism were actually done.
Anybody care to take a stab how that worked out?
And it was backed by the government.
Yes, it was.
It was backed by the government. The only reason I'm bringing it up is this particular group, commune.
Yeah, this does tie in. This is not necessarily political.
No, this is not. This is failed politics for sure. But they actually were put out in an area, and the money wasn't money that they were given to trade with and work and develop this land and make a go of it. They were sent up into Alaska, okay? And it was called the Alaska Commune by the federal government. Anybody want to take a stab at maybe which president got this going?
Well, this ought to be interesting.
Yeah. And what party? Even what party?
I got a sneaky suspicion somebody's going to nail it right off the bat.
Okay.
Especially with the delay. Somebody's Googling.
Oh, yeah. ARRC.
Everybody's getting their phone out going, Siri!
Yeah. ARRC.
Harder. Hoover.
Just
Franklin. Clinton. Dancing all around.
Ford. Nope. Goes back further than that.
Reagan. Yellow Party.
No. We let them keep going. I'm liking the answers.
Bunch of cut-ups.
And the thing is, if you're
White.
in Alaska, you could always come across one of these pieces.
Grant.
Carter. Nixon. No. Nixon. No. All right. It was under the Federal Emergency Relief Administration. Does that give you any kind of a hint?
The Peanut Farmer.
Yeah, Jimmy didn't have.
McKinley, Washington. Kennedy. Roosevelt.
5 Mile. Which Roosevelt? Somebody put Ted there.
Yeah, Juarez.
Yep, Franklin Roosevelt. I'll tip the hat to it right now. They had the government owned a chunk around in Alaska, 140,000 acres. And I've been in the Mantuska Valley. It's just above Anchorage. It is their farm ground. They sent farm families, paid their way up there and said, make a go of it. And it's a pretty good article. It's long. It's 35 miles from Anchorage. And it was a colonization plan, which Senator Vandenberg assailed this as a crazy experiment. And the Michigan Republican called it utterly untenable and ridiculous proposition. Well, they went ahead and did it. And it lasted 2.5 years, almost 3. It totally collapsed. It wouldn't work. But they minted tokens, and that was the only money they got was these tokens, good for this kind of trade. From 1 cent up to $10 tokens. And I'm James Pestro, friend of mine from up that way, and a couple other guys I know up there. I've never heard them talk if any of them found any of these tokens. But that's what this whole article is called, The Coins of the Alaska Commune, which failed miserably. And currently, the only thing I can think of is this needs to be republished and handed out to all those in the Senate and Congress saying, you tried it once, it ain't going to work.
Right, learn from your history.
But if you want to make silver tokens for us to go find, go ahead and do it.
Hey, I'm game. Sure.
Yeah. Yep. So, and I don't ever remember reading this article before, but I did see these tokens, and that's good for $5 in trade. ARRC. Never seen anything up on them for sale, but there they are. Just an interesting sidebar, which you find in an old magazine that you had for coin pricing.
Or what you could find.
Yep.
I mean, I still say it'd be neat to go up there and walk about and see if a person couldn't uncover a token or two.
Yep. And
'Cause
actually,
those things would be worth a little bit.
you keep going through the valley there, which you go to Wasilla, and then just a little further up, you can tear off and go to Talkeetna, and that's gold country. The Talkeetna area is big gold, and there's streams running through the Matanuska that are dredged and worked also. So there you go, RH, another item.
Yep. Yep. Thanks, Chuck. Another item added to the bucket list.
Why? You know, I know you're older in dirt. Have you ever seen one of those tokens, RH? Or even heard of them? Oh, look who's in the house. Frank Lopergallo.
Well, Happy New Year, my friend. Hopefully you're doing better on the path to recovery.
There you go. Well, you want to see again there? Let's see. Get back to the right page, Barb. That's the $10 one. $5, quarter dollar, 5 cent, 50 cent, and a penny. And that was the Democrat Party pushing that during the Depression, and it didn't make it.
Nope. Tried and failed.
Yep. And there's no dates on any of them, according to what it said in the article.
And Alan's taking off. Have a good night, Alan.
Night, Alan. Yep. Phil Bortner, he's got a Chuck E. Cheese token. Cool. Yep. Yep. What time we got here? 7:39. I don't know if you can read that. So you go to that site, Miniature Artworks by Mr. Gary Penta. It's one of his stickers. And I picked up a few things from Gary over the years. Some I've got here. A couple of them didn't work out where I wanted to display them. So I thought it'd be fun. I got a few things I'm going to throw in the box with it. Somebody's going to win.
Ooh, look at that.
A golden detector. How about that?
Yeah, look at that.
He made 10 of these. This is number 6 out of the 10 of the 11 run. There's one of the Anaconda Treasure coins. That's in there with it. And you got a certificate of authenticity right here. So, and it is signed by Gary. Get these things out of the way there. You can see Mr. Penta signed it. Oops, and there's the coin again. So we're going to give that out.
Jay Morris says Alaska Rule tokens are on page 439 of his red book.
There you go. What's the $25 one worth? Curious. Interesting. There you go. But anyway, I'm going to give that out tonight. Josh and I are. And there'll be just a little silver in the box. 1948 Unk Rosie Dime in there with it. And maybe Manicore Man or XP if you tell me what you want. The winner does it. And I left it up to Josh. He's gonna tell you how he wants to do it and give it out.
Well,
now the ball's in your court.
I see. Well, I guess I better get things situated around here, huh?
All right. I just see a report on the $10. I think he meant brass is worth $250.
Now, see, I kind of would have thought that those might have been worth a little more, but then again, I'm not sure what year his red book is either.
I saw that, Barb. There you go. So, broccoli. It's falling apart.
It's running off the rails, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
I see.
Not bad.
So do we want to see if we can find someone to give that away to?
Sure. How are you going to find them?
We're just going to do a little hashtag again.
Okay, do the
I
hashtag.
think. So anybody that wants in, how about hashtag ATC?
There you go.
For Anaconda Treasure Company.
Richard Kruckmeyer reports if you have the whole set of those tokens, it's worth $2,000.
Ooh, now we're talking.
Yep.
Looks like they're starting to come through with it now.
Oh, yeah. Dennis, Old Pallon, Phil, Barb, Digging Buddy. Oh, 5 Mile Relic Hunter. Randy DeMario. Barks.
Yep.
TK Centerline. Frankie. Terry Shear. What's the hashtag? That's Frank. ATC. Hashtag ATC, Frank.
Like Anaconda Treasure Company.
Okay, Ted. Sorry about that. They put all these email stuff in there, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see if we can find somebody.
Yeah, you got quite the list brewing here.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Blind Squirrel. Yep. Ted says he's getting old too. Yeah?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I wonder how old he is.
Hey, buddy, I hope it's on your front stoop this week, but I'm not holding my breath because I'm calling them tomorrow and finding out if they're there and gone out.
Well, we got one.
Ooh.
See, and by doing it this way, too, we know that they're in the chat because they had to be to put the hashtag in. Either way, congratulations, TK Centerline.
Oh, there you go, Ted. Now, please send us your shipping address.
Which, if he's on Facebook, he can message that directly to you.
Yep. Congrats, Ted.
Yeah.
Get me the address. I'll try and get it out tomorrow, no later than Tuesday.
Well, that's pretty cool seeing those tokens. Steve had messaged me and you
Yeah.
with the picture of the red book showing those tokens
Oh, cool.
and the pricing.
Well, they've,
That is very cool. Thanks for sending that.
yeah, I'll take a look at that when I get a chance. And there you go. Well,
that kind of pulled me away from the screen there, but I see everyone saying congratulations, Ted.
Yep.
And I'm sure that if I remember right, he is on Facebook, so he can just message you. But like we said in the past, it's better to it's better to message to Chuck Smalley and not Shooters and Prospectors.
Yeah. Send it to Chuck Smalley, please.
Or message it to Josh Kimmel and not be on Sight and Sound. And he says, yes, I am on Facebook, so I suspect you'll get a message from him. And that was a cool little prize pack.
Yeah.
That's a way for Ted to start the new year off.
There you go. There you
I
go.
would say.
Well, I see some people are able to get out. I've seen a few people, South Illinois, that kind of stuff, finding a few things. But now we're supposed to go what? Middle of the week, upper 50s here.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Friday, getting dicey again, getting cold. And yeah, Ted, send me that address and we'll get it out to you, buddy. And hopefully the gods of USPS
We'll get it to your door.
We'll get it to your door. I've got one hanging around out there in USPS land. Hadn't landed where it was supposed to yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barks. Yeah, they had a good show. Rizzo had a good show.
Yeah. I had full intention of catching it live, but I have been under the weather.
Emery.
And I missed it live. There were a few IT issues, but that's to be expected. And with time, those will be worked out.
Yeah, we can only hope, right?
Right. And Shelly and Dawn were back tonight. Shows are popping up all over the place.
Okay, I was just told, Dennis just told me I could send it with Frank over to IVHRRA. Ted will be there.
Oh.
Yeah, Frank, you got a couple things to take there.
Hey, thanks for dropping in, Digging Buddy. Hopefully you had a good New Year's.
Yeah, all of you.
Right now, I would just be happy if I wasn't under the weather.
Digging Buddy's got to get a treadmill together. Okay, Ted.
Well,
I
guess he wasn't kidding when he said he's got to run.
Yep.
Is that for a New Year's resolution?
We need to raise the excitement level. Okay.
I don't know. He might be pretty excited about putting a new treadmill together.
Ah.
It's hard to say.
Yep. It's fun.
Yeah. Oh no, that requires more energy than I'm ready to put into something like that.
Yeah.
And let's see. He says if for some reason I can't, I'll bring it to Will County meeting. Dennis says he told Ted that.
Yep.
So it sounds like you got a couple of people that are willing to hand deliver that for you to make sure that we don't have to be reliant on the USPS gods.
So I'll just hand it to Dennis and he can take it on over. Because we got a meeting Thursday night down here in Quad Cities at the I&I Club.
Ah, that's right. New month.
And I think I owe Dennis something. I think I owe him one of the metal detector guys. I got to get that over to him.
Well, maybe he'll be thankful for that and bring you a couple of caramels.
I'm hoping. I need a caramel fix. Yeah, but you don't suck up to Dennis. You got to suck up to Marcia.
Yep. Well, that seems easily enough done.
Trust me on that. Yep.
Yeah, well.
The boss of the caramels.
There
you go.
Kind of like the Bears.
Oh boy, they're going to auction some. We got our white elephant sale.
Oh?
Yeah. We do that. Oh, he's got a softball meeting. Well, Marks. Oh, well. No, they all bring in everything from the old magazines like that. I've sold off old detectors. I tried to do the auctioneering. We need to talk to Josh Marsh, get him to come up to that one. And let him do the auctioneer.
Yeah, he's had some practice.
Ted, you don't need to. I'm going to send it Gretton Cord Post Incorporated.
It's much more reliable delivery.
He'd say this, yes. This time of year, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Steve P. was wondering about the kids' detectors that were handed out. How did this go? Well, Barb can give you a report, or you can go to
the Great Metal Detecting Kids Christmas giveaway for kids ages 5 to 15.
Yep, and that's on Facebook. Yep. And it went well, Steve. We actually ended up, I think, 17 detectors. Am I right? Total?
16 or 17, I think.
Yeah. 16.
Because I was going to say we did have 17, but one fell through. There were some operational issues with the machine or something, I think, is what had happened.
Yeah, it's do or die for the Bears. Yep. Yeah, well, buddy, I'll tell you what. It's that time, pretty close. You got anything to wrap it up with, or you want to talk about anything?
Well, Steve goes over and asks to join that group. He can probably see pictures of the kids doing the contests and even posting up photos with their prizes. Although some years that's kind of hit and miss. We request that everyone post up photos with the prizes, but
Don't always get them.
right.
Nope. Barb says it went awesome, except for some dumb people. You can't fix that, Barb. It just don't work. You just got to roll with the punch. Trust me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it does happen. People get caught up in the moment sometimes and forget to read.
Yes, they do.
Or maybe they read and something's lost in comprehension.
Right. So
I don't know, but yeah, if anybody was worried seeing how silver had dropped their after sales, right, rolling up to Christmas, I think now they maybe they can set themselves a little at ease. Like I said, this was just a knee-jerk reflex to all the sales, because in previous years, a lot of precious metals get sold off right before the holidays. People trying to cover Christmas or trying to pay down some debt, get out from under some debt for the new year, things of that nature. But I think everything is coming back up now without much worry of anything. Silver's setting at $76.22 an ounce. Gold's setting at $44.19.80. And platinum's setting at $21.99.40.
Yep. They're talking $100 silver. I'm seeing that a lot. Right around $100 through this year.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, it's been over 80.
Yeah.
But gold. I've seen that all over the board. I've seen people talking about it staying around 45, 46, going over 5,000. Some saying hitting 6,000.
By the end of the year?
Yeah.
Which is where they've been kind of holding at. They seem to think gold will break 5K by the end of the year. I still think we're going to see it before the end of the year. Well before.
That could. All I say is, hey, we've got the means to go out and find it. Let's go find it. Because every time you pick something up, you put that back into your pocket. Sometime it might bail you out.
Yeah, I mean, in 2025, because of the prices that we were seeing, there were more than a few people that they were able to get themselves that detecting upgrade that they wanted by selling off some of their gold and silver finds.
Looking back to 1985 on prices, coming to this level that we're out now, the only thing that's, yes, the price is higher, but it's the inflationary cost of everything. And it's
Right.
finally catching up. Silver's catching up to that. And,
it's still undervalued.
Yeah. At $1.80 dime then, where it's, what is it, 5 something now on melt?
Yeah, right around there.
It's just a bad thing saying there are more dollars it takes to buy stuff. So then that silver's higher. It's relative to what the dollar's worth right now. And they're talking getting gold up high enough, it'll wipe out the national debt with what they hold with whatever country that we owe the money to, mostly China, believe it or not. So it's all a kind of an ugly mess in a sense.
Yeah, I think it'll be a while before we see it do that, but
Yep. So it's all relative.
I'm not going to answer that, Ted. Ted says he can remember when gas was 29 cents a gallon. Does that make him old? Or am I old?
Well, we used to have a thing that go on up here in Clinton, Iowa, in the Quad Cities. You had the Knox Deep Rock, and you had Sunoco, and you had all these. They get into a gas war, and one would slash the price a few cents, and then the other one down the block would do a nickel worth, and it'd go down, and you have a gas war, and everybody's running in and getting filled up. And we would literally scrape up change out of the bottom of our car or behind the seat, go in. You know, when it was down to 33 cents a gallon, 30 cents a gallon, you get 5-6 gallons. You could cruise around some more.
Yeah, all weekend.
Yep.
Barb said when gas was 25 cents a gallon, her sister made her give her $1 for gas, for $1 a week for gas. Man, she was a thief.
Oh, Lord. So, yeah, that might mean you are a little old.
Well, like I said, I wasn't going to answer that.
59 cents a gallon going to RH. 64 GTO. Don't you wish you had that, Ted?
Right?
64 goat? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice to have.
Jump 4 cents a gallon. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord.
18 cents a gallon.
Knox Deep Rock. Yep. Davenport. Frank remembers what I'm talking about. We were over in Clinton, Iowa one night, and they had and Kevin had a 69 Mustang. We were cruising around, and gas was down to 23 or 24 cents a gallon. And if you bought the premium, it was a nickel more. We were just cruising around and got up on what they called Comanche Avenue, and the Knox Deep Rock had slashed their price to 20 cents a gallon. So we were scraping money out from under the seats, filling his Mustang so we could cruise around Clinton, Iowa.
Ohio Relic Hunter said he could fill his go-kart up for 49 cents. Or something like that, 50 cents, something. 40 cents.
He sold his 64 goat for a couple $100. I sold I had a 1967 GT350 Mustang. I wish I had that car back because that'd be a bank account, let me tell you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like I'd bet he'd like to have that GTO back just to sell it again.
Yep.
That'd be a nice little check.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes, though. They're still nice to look at when you see them.
Yep. No,
definitely.
You start watching the auctions. In fact, that should be going out there in Phoenix right now. Oh my God, what they're paying for some of those cars.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Yep, and they don't seem to care too much whether they're true survivors, whether they're modifieds, whether they're kits.
Yep. Yep.
They just want them to look nice and go fast.
Yep. And living out in the country, I got out of cars that went fast and went into four-wheel drives, and I've had four-wheel drives ever since.
Well, there's something to be said for that, too, especially in your profession.
Yep. Toughest vehicle I ever bought was a Land Cruiser FJ40. That was tough. We ended up trading that in on FJ55 because the little Land Cruiser was great for just two people, but we had one kid and had another one on the way and decided to went to the wagon, and that was perfect. Had that for a long time. Both were 5-speeds. Warren lockouts.
Oh, there you go.
They were good vehicles. But gasoline, no, you didn't measure mileage.
No, nobody was worried about that.
Yeah, Ted, I've looked up those old FJs. I would love to have. I had the yellow one, white top, decent shape. A brand new when we bought it. Barb's first car was an F250. Yeah. Then I switched over to Broncos and then to the F-150 4x4s. So,
Yeah.
Old square bodies are nice trucks. So, well, anyway.
Yep. And somebody says, Chuck, those old FJs are 60,000 plus now.
And you can still buy those out of the country. That same model's being manufactured. And they even make one with the snorkel mounted on it. That same FJ40, and they're not allowing them in the States. They've got the new modified smaller Land Cruiser. But they still make the FJ40.
Yep. And Randy's talking about his AMX.
Mm-hmm.
Those are a little tough to find.
Every year over at the drag strip, they have an American Motors weekend, and you see AMXs all over.
Yeah, those were a little different.
Yep. Hornets, AMXs, Gremlins.
Because I want to say, if I remember right, and Randy can correct me in the chat, originally the AMX was a performance package. But they did actually make an AMX, but it was only for just a couple of years. All the others were performance packages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And even though, I mean,
so
you would think that would make them worth something, but at the end of the day, they're still an AMC. And some people just, I mean, they do have a, yeah, there we go. AMX was made 68 through 70.
Yep.
Yep. Other than that, it was just performance packages, I do believe.
Yep. That was
but they
era of who races the fastest in a quarter mile, and who made the best Daytona car, and that's when far as I'm concerned, the coolest cars in the world were built from the early 60s through the late 70s. After that, they all went downhill.
Yeah, Randy says they were made 68 through 70, and from 71 on, it was a package.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah, R code cars. Pretty neat stuff.
Oh yeah.
I worked at the drag strip as a kid. I got to see them all. It was fun. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Y'all have a safe night. Barb, again, my condolences. So I hope for a better rest of the year for everybody.
Yeah. Not the way to start the year off.
69 SS AMX brings over 100K. Yeah, I know they bring big bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Waterous, have a good night. Again, Josh, thanks. And I will get this to Dennis. Dennis can get it to Ted. And we'll have some fun with it.
Right.
We'll have fun with it. You can display it. Yep. And since it's going that way, he'll get one of the Steve Pacifico display specials.
Oh.
Instead of the metal detector guy.
Well.
Yeah, we'll get this.
I'll bet he'll like that.
Yeah, then he can start displaying what he's finding.
Right?
There you go.
Yeah, it'll give him something to aim for. Once the weather breaks, he can get out there and work on filling it.
Yep. So, all right, my good friend.
Obviously, Steve has those for sale. You can always contact him directly through Messenger.
Right. We had a pretty busy chat tonight, man. Holy smokes.
Yeah, and I don't know. I thought I was on the winning end of this thing, but watching that chat tonight, it has just plumb wore me out.
Okay. Thanks, Jason. Take care, buddy. Talk to you later, my good friend. Bye-bye.
We'll see you, Chuck. All right. Well, so, yeah, I think apparently I must still be under the weather because I feel like I could stand to just go crawl back into bed and go back to sleep again. I'll tell you what, I swear I have done more sleeping over the holidays than I have in quite some time. I don't know. I'm not too worried about getting all the sleep I need when I'm dead because it just seems like I've caught up on all of it, and you would think I shouldn't have any reason to go back to sleep, but, well, hey, that's the way it goes. Either way, congratulations to Ted on his win. Very cool. If you enjoyed the show, make sure and throw us a like. You can follow us here, Beyond Sight and Sound on YouTube, Beyond Sight and Sound on Facebook, Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group, which is where we hope you're posting up the prices that you are receiving. We hope that everyone had a safe new year, and we hope that we're doing well enough that we can make it back Wednesday. Although, like I said, tonight has just sitting here, just running the show tonight has been enough to take it out of me again. I don't know. Either way, we hope that everyone has a wonderful evening. Glad to see that Frank's back and doing better. We'll catch you all on the next one. we're out of here. We sure are glad you found us here tonight. Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.